All right, here we go. Welcome back to Sometimes Social.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers. Didn't clink. Cheers. You're supposed to take a little sip this time?
Way to give me some work in the editing there. All right, so today we wanted to talk a little bit about the quarantine coming to an end. Now that it's over, kind of.
Yeah, I don't think it's over, but
Yeah.
things are reopening.
Right. We're also going to go over some of the memes that we saw about post quarantine life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, are you at all nervous about quarantine ending? About the end of the big Q?
Um, no, I'm not nervous.
No.
Am I nervous about possibly getting
Right.
COVID? No, because I think we've gone out to grocery stores and
Yeah.
such. But no, and I don't want to live my life in fear.
Right. Our life
So,
isn't really changing, huh?
no.
Like we're still doing everything exactly the same.
Well, no, not exactly the same because I'm working from home. Like, I
Right.
don't go out as much as we used to, but
Right. No,
yeah.
I mean it's not changing from when we were like locked down in quarantine. Like we still went to the stores,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Well, you went to the stores most of the time,
I guess the only
more
thing
so than I did,
right.
but I did go a couple times.
Yeah, one of the big things that's changing is that we actually go to grandma's house now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were dying for a couple months there, not going to grandma's house.
Yeah.
But she was ready to have us there too, so.
Right. So a lot of places are opening up. The big thing is restaurants, I guess. Restaurants and
Yeah.
bars are opening up.
Yeah.
Bars should be fun, huh? When are we gonna go to the first bar?
Are they like fully open?
I
Do
have
we know? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I haven't seen anything like posted on social media. I see
Yeah.
people that are out like at bars, but then it's also like the restaurant part of it,
Right. Right.
I don't know about like at night, are they
Yeah.
open? But I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, I have a
Is
lot of
that bad?
I have a lot of friends in that industry, so I guess I can reach out to them and ask them what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's the first bar that you want to go to once it opens up?
Moonshine, duh.
Yeah.
Well, that's really the only place we go to.
No, we go to Vibes.
Oh yeah,
Go to
to
Vibes.
vibes. It
We're
depends on the mood of the night. Like,
yeah.
do we want to? Well, I think we dance on both, but what type of music do we want to listen to
Yeah.
that night?
Yeah, for people who don't know, we're in San Diego, and all these bars that we're talking about are in downtown San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Moonshine Flats, which is a country bar, and then Vibes is
Way on the other end, it's
it's like a hip hop
Lat,
bar. Yeah,
and they have Latin
they
music
do have
too,
yeah, they
or
have Latin night.
Mexican.
Yeah,
Would you say Mexican Latin? I don't
yeah.
know.
What are some of the other bars in downtown? We don't really go to.
We
Those
don't.
are the only two that
Those
we go
are
to,
the
huh?
only two that we go to. I don't know. Well, we went to
At Chingon.
yeah, that place.
That place is too small.
It's really small.
Yeah.
It's really crowded. Which one was that underground one? The trailer park?
Trailer Park After Dark. Is
Is
that
that
what
what
it's
it was
called?
called? I don't remember. But where they have like a little
Airstreams.
airstream
Yeah.
and you rent it out or whatever, and it looks like you're in the backyard
Yeah.
with the airstream.
That was pretty fun. We went with one of your friends' birthdays.
Yes, for her birthday,
Was
she
it?
had something there. Viviana.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was fun.
She's gonna see that you forgot about her.
I
You
didn't
forgot
forget.
her
I
name.
didn't forget about her. I didn't.
You
I
forgot
just
her
couldn't.
name.
No, no, I didn't. I knew. I remember her name. I just didn't know whose birthday it was that we went for.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but like a lot of these places are open. The restaurants is opening up. You can actually sit down for dine in. You have to wear your mask to walk to your table, which is a little ridiculous.
But is it like that everywhere, or is it like that just at islands?
No, I think it's like that everywhere. You have to wear your mask to go to walk to your table.
I don't know. I mean, we've only been to two places.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
And I know Islands told us that, but we went to Lolita's today. They
Right.
didn't tell us anything.
Yeah, we shouldn't be plugging these places when they're not sponsoring us.
Just say this restaurant that we went to.
Yeah. Orange County actually lifted their mask protocols, so I don't think they have to wear masks anywhere.
I was thinking today we should go to Orange County next weekend.
You want to do it? I'm down.
Yeah, because I'm so tired of wearing the masks.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I get headaches.
Well, I have to wear them 8 hours a day at work.
Sucks for you.
Yeah. Yep. I know sometimes it's like, oh, I just like when my lunchtime comes around, it's great to just get a breather.
Well, imagine like all those nurses too.
Crazy. They're working 10 to 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, and they can only take it off once throughout their whole shift.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
That is nuts.
I can't even imagine.
So what do? You don't drink water at all?
Yeah, you can't.
During a 12-hour shift?
You cannot.
That's ridiculous.
You're only allowed to take it off that one break that you have.
Dang, sounds like real heroes there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. And then a lot of the stores have got a little bit more lenient on the crowds.
Yeah, they're not checking how many people are inside the store.
In other words, they don't really give a fuck. Like we were at
Walmart.
Walmart.
It depends what store.
Well, we were at Walmart today. There was a ton of people there.
Yeah, there was.
There was all kinds of people at Hobby Lobby too.
But when we left, they were limiting the amount of people. There was a line
at Hobby Lobby. Yeah.
At Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What other one did we go to?
Best Buy.
They weren't even letting anyone in.
No, they're closed. They're only open for
probably pick up,
right?
Or
Yeah, if you buy online, yeah.
What you're gonna buy, maybe.
I guess.
You didn't ask that.
I didn't ask that, but I actually went to Best Buy last week when everything was still on lockdown, and they told me if you want to wait right here, we'll get someone, and then they'll go into the store and get it for you.
Mm.
But they said it was gonna be like 40-minute wait. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Did you know what you wanted to buy already?
Yeah, I knew exactly what I wanted to buy.
But today
I just wanted to browse around. Yeah, I just wanted to get out and do something. Because I don't know if you know, but being in Hobby Lobby for so long,
we weren't even in there that long.
Started to get all sensitive and shit.
We don't lie. You know you like being in there. You wanted to shop in there too to decorate our home.
No, I didn't. I wanted to get the fuck out of there so we could go to Best Buy, which is why I was in such a bad mood when I couldn't go into Best Buy. Yeah.
I think you had fun at Hobby Lobby.
It was all right.
We got some cool stuff.
That's for the next podcast.
Oh.
Let's save that one.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about some of the memes that we've seen about going back or quarantine ending, huh?
Yeah.
I wanted to start with the Barber Memes.
Okay, before we start that, let me take my jacket off because it's getting kind of warm in here.
I'll take a sip of this.
All right, shoot me with those memes. What you got?
So there's one about barbers, and it says barbers after quarantine ends.
Okay.
And it has the scene from like Iron Man, where the Jericho is, where he's blowing up the Jericho.
I don't remember that scene.
It's in the beginning of the movie.
Can you just show me the meme?
It's on my phone. We're recording with my phone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's the Jericho scene where he blows up the Jericho, where he's demonstrating the big bomb and he's trying to make the sale to the.
Oh yeah.
And so he has his arms out like this, and then all the blowback from the bomb hits him.
Oh yeah.
So it's that scene, but it's a bunch of dollar bills flying everywhere because
making that money.
Right, because the barbers, everyone's getting haircuts right now.
I was supposed to get a haircut too, but unfortunately my hairstylist got sick, so she couldn't. But I think everyone's ready to go back and get a haircut.
Well, what kind of barbers do these people have? Because a lot of barbers that I know are still cutting hair.
Well, they weren't supposed to during quarantine.
Well, yeah, I know they weren't supposed to, but they still were.
What barbers do you know?
I'm not calling out my barber. You're crazy. But my barber was still cutting hair. Like, I would still go to my barber. And I know a lot of barbers that were actually still cutting hair.
Well, did they get COVID?
I don't know any that got COVID, no.
What about their clients? Did they get COVID?
I don't know of any of their clients that got COVID.
So you're trying to say that COVID is a scam?
That's not what I'm saying. Don't come at me. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's interesting that,
why do you think that they didn't close down? They just want to keep making money?
Yeah. I think they wanted to keep making money. And I think a lot of barbers I don't particularly know of any, but I think a lot of barbers don't necessarily report as all the money that they make.
Ooh, are you calling barbers out right now?
Not, I don't know of any. I don't know of any that do this, but this is just a feeling that I get that they kind of. I mean, would you report all your money? I know I wouldn't.
Don't ever become a barber because now you said that you wouldn't report it and you're
Well,
gonna get in trouble.
yeah, I wouldn't report all my money, and so maybe some of the barbers were still claiming claiming unemployment and still cutting hair on the side.
I guess if you only pay cash.
Yeah, because I only pay cash for my barber. I actually know for a fact that my barber didn't claim unemployment.
Oh, okay.
So I
So
know
he's
he
not
didn't.
cheating the system.
Right. Because he was looking into whether or not, because he was a little nervous the about quarantine and or about getting caught cutting hair still, so he was looking into whether or not that'd be enough to supplement his income.
But I heard that there are some people that were making more in unemployment than in there.
Yeah,
but not for barbers.
well, I guess it depends on what they're reporting, because I think you're what you get for unemployment. I mean, I don't know, I haven't been on unemployment for a long time, but I think what you get off of unemployment is based on what you earn at your job.
Well, that makes sense. That's how it usually is, right?
Right. So if they're not reporting as much, then unemployment will give them less, but they're still getting the extra $600. So maybe they do make more money.
I don't know how that works. I didn't
either.
get unemployment.
I didn't either.
I'm still working.
So one of the next meme that I wanted to talk about is it says, with everyone quarantined and nothing to do, 9 months from now, a new generation will be born. They will be called the Coronials. And it has a Jim Halpert from The Office on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I remember that one. I mean, I think that's really those for people that don't have kids. Well, I guess maybe people who have kids too, you know. But
Yeah.
imagine, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, do you think
not us?
Nah, no, for sure not us.
Yeah. But I think that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
If there are more. I mean, I would assume, yeah, like there might be an increase.
Yeah, if there's nothing to do.
Yeah. I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah, you finish all of Netflix.
Finish all of Netflix. You finish all of Voodoo. You finish all of the beer at the store.
And there's no live sports.
Yeah.
So there really is nothing to do. Like there's times where we would be bored too. We had board games and stuff, but
we resorted to playing Scrabble.
It's actually not called Scrabble. It's Upward.
Yeah, but it's like Scrabble.
It's like Scrabble, only you build up instead of to the side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean we'll see, but the name Coronials is funny.
Who do you think of like the people that we know would probably have babies? Coronial.
I don't know.
Or do you not want to mention?
I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. No, maybe
I mean, both of my brothers just recently had kids, so I don't know if they're jumping back in it.
Maybe they are.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
Do you have anyone in mind that you think of when you think that?
No.
You don't want to call people out either?
I don't want to call people out.
You're staying safe?
Yep.
Good call.
I want to keep my friends.
Yeah.
Especially the small amount of them that I have.
Yeah, so that leads us to our next one. This was kind of hard to explain, so I'm gonna try and put a screenshot of all of all these memes up while this video is playing. But for those that are listening, it's gonna be hard for them to understand what we're talking about here. But
look us up on YouTube.
Yeah. So the next one, it says couples pretty much saying couples are quarantined together for a few weeks, whatever, and then it has a lawyer responding, and that's when the big bucks roll in.
Everyone's getting a divorce. They're saying, F this. I can't spend quarantine with them. I can't spend the rest of my life
Yeah,
with
because
this person.
there's people who, I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit in the last podcast, right? Where we're needing our space and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people who really spend a lot of time apart from like a lot of couples that spend a lot of time apart from each other.
Like maybe while they go to work.
Right, yeah. And then all of a sudden they're at home together all day, every day. Like I would imagine that caused a lot of issues in certain relationships, especially ones that were like barely hanging on already. You know, like they've already had their problems, and then all of a sudden they stuck together all day. Like this is enough to
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought.
That's not good on the podcast.
I lost my train of thought. Seriously. Oh, I was gonna say I heard too that divorce rates are up because of quarantine. So
Already?
yeah. We're not waiting until quarantine is over to get a divorce.
That's crazy. How are they gonna find somewhere to live?
People are still getting are able to get places to live.
Yeah, it's pretty. I guess
They do like virtual appointments. I mean, the real estate industry was an essential business, so they were still able to work. So people are still able to get a place to live. But one that I would maybe assume that was because of quarantine is Rachel Hollis and Dave Hollis reported that they announced that they were getting a divorce.
That is wild.
Yeah, I never in a million years thought that they would get a divorce.
Right, yeah. And I was actually listening to their podcast. They have a really good podcast called Rise Together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was listening to it just last week. And
they were talking about marriage.
Yeah, everything sounded fine. That's crazy. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna keep doing their podcast because he's the CEO of the company.
Yes.
Hollis.co.
Yeah. So per her Instagram, that they're still like best friends and that there's. I think the thing is that they're really good business partners, right. But it's probably not necessarily the same as like a couple.
But how can they be best friends? Like, I know she says that we're still really good friends. How can you be good friends and then be wanting to get a divorce?
I don't know.
Yeah, like if they were really best friends, then
they would want to be together.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe she didn't say best friends. Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe we're misquoting her.
Yeah, maybe we're misquoting her. Just go look at her Instagram.
And then maybe we're gonna get sued.
Well, she posted on Instagram, right. So anyone could go look at her Instagram. Yeah. But I mean, I would assume that it's, maybe that had something to do with it. But I mean, either way, people getting a divorce, it sucks. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine getting a divorce. Yeah, but I mean, everyone has their reasons, and if they can't make it work, then it is what it is. As long as they're happy.
I can't imagine it either because our couch could look kind of funny if you got half and then I got.
I would get the whole couch. What are you talking about? Together, You can have that part. You can have the chase part. I'm gonna have the bigger part. Yeah. So well, it just sucks for all the people that are getting a divorce, and hopefully they find happiness and they're able to kind of get back on their feet, and hopefully they're happy afterwards at the very least.
On the flip side, I'm sure there's also a bunch of people who like had just met like during the quarantine and then figured, well, we got to be at home. Why don't we just try moving in with each other? And that's crazy too. But I'm sure there's people out there that happened to that are able to make it work, and maybe they found their soulmate because of Corona.
I wonder. Yeah. If that's you,
let us know.
Let us know. I want to know. I want to know that good love story.
That'd also be a fun interview to have for our future podcast.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
So if you guys know someone, let them know. Have them reach out to us, and we'll link them in.
We want to be social and have some guests. Sometimes.
Yeah. So another one of the memes that I saw was about learning a new skill, and I'll actually read it right now. It says, if you don't come out of this lockdown with a new skill, more knowledge, better health and fitness, you never lacked time. You lacked discipline.
So I have mixed feelings about this one because I also saw one where it added to that one that said, you know what, we're in a pandemic and we're dealing with a crisis. Like, it's okay to not do any of that, And I get both sides of it. I get that, some people really are fearful of getting this virus. Is it a virus, right? Mm-hmm. this virus and getting really sick. So I understand that aspect, and they're very fearful. So in that case, like, you might not be thinking, oh, I'm going to learn a new skill or do this or do that. But at the same time, like, if you're stuck at home, then yeah, like, why not take that time to learn something new? But I also think that it doesn't necessarily have to be like this big skill, like maybe learning to sew or, you know, I don't know, give me ideas of a skill that you might think of people.
I don't know, play piano or guitar or something.
Yeah, that type of skill. Like, maybe it's like an everyday skill where you start a routine for yourself, or you read a book, or you read the newspaper, just something to do with like your mental health. Like, learning a new skill, taking time for yourself and your mental health, like, that's a skill in itself. So I feel like people might have taken it to think like, oh, learn to play the guitar, learn to play a piano, learn to sew or something like that.
Right.
But it can be any little thing, like, the skill to meditate or the skill to journal, like things that don't cost money, that it's not like this big old deal. And I feel like that's probably what people took on from it. And then even the exercising part, like, it doesn't have to be exercising for like an hour a day. Maybe it's just doing like, I don't know, 5 sit-ups or like a 5-minute workout every single day, like gradually.
Yeah.
But I do feel like being in quarantine is a great opportunity to do something that you have never thought of that you could do, because you have to go to work, because you have, your kids that you have to attend to. Like, you obviously are going to have a little bit more time.
Right. Yeah. Assuming you have those resources available to you, because
Yeah.
like some people who they said they never had time to work out, and then all of a sudden now you're at home all day. But those same people probably don't have the discipline to work out at home.
Yeah.
Because your home is like your space for you to relax and
Yeah.
just and the last thing you want to do is work out at home, and the gyms are closed.
I think it just also depends on the person and what works for you.
Right.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to work out at home. I hate working out at home.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. It sucks. And I know you can go out and go for runs and stuff, but sometimes you don't have the discipline to do that. You just need to go into the gym, and that way you feel like, okay, I'm here now, I have to do it.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't think it's not like working out and a skill or whatever. Like, just whatever you feel might work for you.
Yeah. Like, if that's
there's no right or wrong.
Right. Yeah. Like, if it's spending more time with your kids or your family.
Yeah.
Like
that's, yeah. Like, just an opportunity to do something that if you weren't in quarantine, you wouldn't have the time to do. That's a great example, like spending more time with your kids, or maybe reading to them, or, I think those are great. But like I said, I think people might have, because I saw like all the controversy, all the comments between the two, and it's like, come on, you guys, like, it can be anything. Like, just let people live.
Yeah, because like we never really played like board games with our kids, right?
Yeah, no.
But during quarantine we started to, and we got into a routine where we would do it like every Friday or every Saturday. It'd be game night, and that's just something we did.
Yeah.
That's a new thing that we did.
Yeah.
So I guess the bottom line is, if you did come out of this learning a new skill, great, more power to you. If you didn't, don't feel bad about yourself. Like, it's a global pandemic. Like, this is the first time any of us have ever had to live through something like this. Most of us, anyways.
Yeah. Just have a little bit of grace with yourself.
Yeah. So the last one that I got is the one about the roads. So I'll read that one now. It says, "Dear non-essential employees, we the essentials know that you're coming back May 1st. We're happy to have you, but please understand, the highway hasn't been backed up since you guys left, and the average speed everywhere has changed to 97 miles per hour. Please don't mess this up. Thank you."
So I totally messed this up. So yesterday, Yesterday was Friday. On a Friday, I had a doctor's appointment. And then let me just say, since I used to work up in Coronal Mesa, but for a year now, I've worked in our area, so I haven't had to really drive on the freeway, right? So maybe this also stems from that, but I went to my appointment up in Miramar, and I went on the freeway, and I'm like, okay, I have an hour to get there. I have some time, so I'm on the freeway, and I'm merging onto the freeway, and I see this, I think it was a Saturn or a Pontiac or, it looked like an older car. And I was, merging in. I'm like, oh, I have time, whatever. It looked like it was going a little bit fast, but I'm like, okay, whatever. And the car, like, got on my ass and then went over to the next lane, got in front of me, and then got, right in front of in the lane again. And I'm like, oh my God, like, am I driving slow?
And how fast were you driving? Or how slow, I guess I should say.
I think I was almost hitting like 70 miles an hour.
That's too slow for us.
Apparently. And then, so I'm like, okay, whatever, And then all of a sudden, like, he's way over there. I say, God damn, he's going fast. And
Yeah.
I mean, I have a New York car. It's a 2014. Like, it goes, I think pretty fast, but apparently not fast enough.
Yeah, no, I drive up there every day because I work in Serna Valley. So I drive up to Serna Valley every day, and there's no traffic either way, going up and coming back down. Usually it would take me like between an hour and a half to 2 hours. No, about an hour to an hour and a half to get home when I leave work. I'm getting home in half an hour.
You're driving really fast.
Yeah, I just told you the average speed is 97 miles an hour. Well, I'm going like 90 on the freeway.
Well, then I was on the fast lane, but then there was like cars like coming fast, and I'm like, and then they passed me up, since I was on the fast lane, they passed me, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to get out of the fast lane. And I thought about this meme that I saw. I said, oh my God, I'm one of those that is not keeping up with with the new speed limit. Yeah. But I mean, I had time. I was, at one point I was going 80 miles an hour, but that still wasn't enough. Like, nope. I'm not going to go any faster.
Well, then get out of the way. Then take the streets all the way up there.
The law is 65 miles an hour on the freeway, right?
Not during quarantine.
These cars are driving too fast.
Yeah, and I actually saw a stat the other day. I didn't actually fact check it, but I saw a stat that said that the quarantine has actually helped save lives because there's less people on the road, there's less accidents and stuff. So that's crazy.
I mean,
there's less people. I don't know how true that is or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely less people on the road. Like, there's nobody on the road, and it's starting to get a little bit like more full, but but still nobody there.
Yeah, well, I wonder what those people were saying. Like, damn, get off the freaking road.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to when people start coming back because it's gonna take me longer to get home.
You're gonna hit traffic.
Now. Yep.
Well, I won't have to hit any traffic. I don't even take the freeway.
Rub it in.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So what's one thing you're excited to do now that the big queue is over?
I don't even know. Like, I feel like, did we even do things before quarantining? Like, we would just go to work, come home, hang out with friends like on the weekends, but we really wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah, I think that had to do like kind of where because of the space that we lived in. Like, there was always something to do at home. There was always something to fix. There was always something. We always had something to do. Yeah. And now that we have this new space is much smaller, like we can clean like in a couple hours,
Yeah.
And so we have more time to do things. And
well, I do want to go to Disneyland.
I know they're not open until July 7th.
Oh yeah.
And then once they do open, like, do we really want to go?
I think it's gonna be packed.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Are they gonna open up completely, like, to everyone?
I don't know.
Like full capacity?
I don't know.
That sounds crazy.
I sound like that.
It sounds
TikTok.
crazy that they would do that. But yeah, I do want to. I do want to go to Disneyland again. But
I mean, I don't know what there is to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what there's to do. I feel like just being a San Diegan, we take San Diego for granted as it is.
Big time.
Even before quarantine.
Big time.
So, I mean, if anyone has any ideas.
Yeah. But now that we got this podcast, we're going to start doing stuff so that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
So that we can let people know, like, hey, San Diego's... No, maybe we should not. Don't come to San Diego. We already got enough people here.
Unless they're going to just visit and not move. But let them move here. Who cares?
Yeah. So you're not excited to do anything?
I don't know. Am I supposed to say something? Like, did you think I was going to say a specific something?
I mean, I thought you would have something you'd want to do, yeah?
I already did it today. I went to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. So even going out to, like, even driving around anywhere is exciting, you know, because we haven't been able to do that. And so
I think I'm going to be more excited once we can go out and not have to wear a freaking mask.
Yeah.
Because having a mask on, like, even I was like, damn, I'm ready to just go home and not have to wear a mask. You know, even being at the stores.
Yeah, right. If I would have said, let's go to Home Goods, you would have been down.
I was down to go and you
see?
didn't go. Well, yeah, I'm going to do it because I don't want to be home, but I'm going to be more excited once I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Like the mask, literally, I get a headache.
Yeah.
Because it's just so in my...
Suffocating?
Yes, it's very suffocating. And it doesn't even freaking work.
Yeah. Doesn't. Don't get me started on that.
Well, that's what I hear. That it doesn't work.
Cloth masks do nothing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
I'm excited to do things. I want to go to like museums and stuff, like all the stuff that we didn't do before.
You and your museums.
I know. It's because like in Balboa Park, there's all kinds of museums, and that's stuff that we never did before. And
we would go to some museums. We went to the Space Museum. We went to the Air
and Space Museum.
Okay.
The same one?
The Air and Space Museum, the science one, the science
Robert
fleet. Yeah, that one. And we went to the Nat.
Oh yeah, but that was a long time ago. That's before Anthony was born.
But we went.
Yeah.
I think Anthony was already born.
No, he wasn't.
I don't remember. We had to look at pictures,
but you named 3 museums. We've been together for 10 years.
That's all of them. That's all of them.
That's a good point. But like those are the things that we took for granted before, and after being quarantined, like I don't do that anymore. Like even if we go and just like take a walk at Balboa Park, like kids would enjoy that, you know.
I don't know. Our kids like to be at home.
Or at grandma's house.
Yeah, they like to be home. They like to just play video games all day.
Yeah.
So they might not even like it.
Well, too bad. They're gonna learn to like it.
We can
as long as I'm having fun, they're gonna have fun.
We can go to Legoland.
Nah, Legoland is lame. Legoland is lame. So lame.
The aquarium is pretty cool though.
The aquarium was cool, yeah.
But Legoland is lame.
I'm not gonna drive all the way up there just to see a bunch of fish.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
Is go pick some strawberries.
That is the biggest scam in the world, okay? You have to pay to do their job.
But it's a fun experience.
Is it? Okay, we'll go do it and see how fun it is, okay? Let's do it.
I don't know. One of our friends just went and she said to wear the right shoes because it's kind of muddy. So I don't know if I want to go because I don't got right shoes.
So now you gotta wear work boots.
You gotta wear those rain boots. Yeah, damn, they are making us do their job.
It's a scam. You have to pay to do their job. Whoever thought of that is brilliant. They said, okay, I got an idea. We'll get people to pick the strawberries for us, but we'll charge them to do it.
Do they really charge, or they only charge you for what you pick?
That's the same thing.
But you're buying them. Like you buy them and you pay for them. Like do they charge you extra?
But you don't think it's more expensive than buying them at the store? Like you think
I would think it's more expensive to buy them at the store because someone does, like, they have to pay the labor for whoever picked those strawberries.
I don't think so. I mean, I guess if they have a stand, do they have a stand there where you can buy the strawberries?
I have no idea. I've never
So I
been.
guess we'll have to see.
Maybe you should take me.
Yeah, let's go.
Just drive though. I don't want to pick.
So we'll go and we'll check to see if there's a stand that sells the strawberries there, and then we'll compare the price of them just selling the strawberries to you actually picking them.
Okay.
And if it's the same, then it's a scam.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll do it next week when we go up to Orange County. What are we gonna do in Orange County?
We can go to the packing district.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Go have a lunch because that's really all there is to do.
And a beer.
And a beer
at Anaheim Brewery.
Yeah. What about the kids though?
Well, they have a patio outside, I think.
Yeah. I don't remember. It's been so long that you've taken me over there.
I think he even actually went into the brewery with me one time and sat at the bar.
You're that parent.
He went to the brewery with me and sat at the bar.
You're that parent.
Yeah. So, but I guess you guys are have to tune in to find out what it is that we decided to do up in Orange County.
Yep.
If we go.
Yep. Or if you have suggestions on where we should go.
Yeah, let us know. We'll take
in
those.
Anaheim.
Yep.
Anaheim? We're going to Anaheim. I automatically assume we're going to Anaheim.
Well, where else are we gonna go? LA?
No, it's Orange County.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, you know this.
Are the outlets open?
What outlets?
Like the outlets up there. Isn't there outlets?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's open at this point. I get my news from Facebook, and Facebook doesn't give me like a comprehensive list of what is and isn't open.
Okay, well, I apologize for asking the question, okay? All right, so I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. You got anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. We're actually now on Spotify, so if you want to check us out on Spotify, we're also on Anchor. So Spotify, sure. Anchor, YouTube. I think that's it for now. Trying to get
Apple
on
Music.
No, Apple Podcasts.
Oh, Apple.
Trying to get on Apple Podcasts. It's taking a little bit of time, but we'll get there.
Yep.
So check us out on either one of those platforms.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.